पूर्णमदा पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं वादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। We have come verse number 161. I chant अत्रात्म बुद्धिं त्यज मूढ़ बुद्धे त्वंगमान समेदोस्ति पुरीश रासौ सर्वात्मनि ब्रह्मणि निर्विकल्पे पुरुष शांतिं परमां भजस्व. I repeat. अत्रात्म बुद्धिं त्यज मूढ़ बुद्धे त्वंगमान समेदोस्ति पुरीश रासौ सर्वात्मनि ब्रह्मणि निर्विकल्पे पुरुष शांतिं परमां भजस्व. See the translation. Therefore, O foolish one, the master, O foolish one, cease to identify yourself with this bundle of skin, flesh, fat, bones, and filth, and identify yourself with instead with the absolute Brahman, the self of all, and thus attain to supreme peace. See the translation again one more time. Cease to identify yourself with this pocket of skin, flesh, fat, bones, and filth. O foolish one, instead identify yourself with the absolute Brahman, the self of all, and gain the experience of supreme peace. Now, the master addresses disciple directly. Therefore, O foolish one, sometimes masters used this address for dear one, like such manner, because this disciple is not just disciple, it is a very loved one, and master is great. So sometimes they forget manners. Always they follow the manners. So they use word dear, but O Mudha, O foolish one, such address very rarely master used. You remember that in Bhajagovindam, Shankaracharya used this address, Mudhamate, Bhajagovindam Mudhamate. And this is not actually Mudha. this disciple is eligible for liberation. This disciple is learned. The disciple can understand. So that is why this is the reason. The disciple is very close to master. Very close to master. So no distance. Like Lord Sri Krishna and Arjuna. Krishna can use any words. And Arjuna also. Atra atma buddhim tejamuda buddhi. So master says, O Muda Buddhi, you are the learned person. You try more. Atra atma buddhim tyaj. Now, Guru, the master, is giving direct message to disciple. Still we have studied that. He was explaining what gross body is, what this is, what that is. Now, he explained everything. The purpose is, O Muda Buddhe, Atra Atma Buddhim Tyaj. Give up the idea of identification with body. This notion. Actually, real spirituality starts now. Still all things were preparations. This is the point from where real spirituality starts. O Muda Buddhe, he's saying that, O loving one, Tyaj Atma Buddhim, just this notion, I am the body. This is the notion, an idea, a conception, without logic, without reason, just came into existence. I am the body. Few years before, it may be 20 years, it may be 50 years, 80 years. Before that, the idea of this body is not were present. So, Tyaj Atma Buddhim, I am the body, I am the gross body, this notion give up. What gross body is? Tvangman samedosti purisha rashi. It is nothing, just dirty things. We have done so many times, same things again. So in dirty things, you don't get idea of I-ness. Give up. So direct, he's giving message to disciple, just give up. Give up. He's ordering that Atma Buddhi, in the body, in the gross body, you just give up your idea that I am the gross body. Then question will arise, if I am not body, then what I am? My thought says, everyone is saying that you are the body. You are the body. I also think I am the body. If I am not body, then immediately thought arises, then what I am? The master says, Sarvatmani Brahmani Nirvikalpe. You identify yourself with Sarvatmani. Now listen, I am in the body. The idea is in our mind, I am the inside the body and not anywhere. I am inside the body. So this is idea. I am in the body. In the particular body. Guru says, you identify yourself first. Everybody. You are present in everybody. Everybody. You are omnipresent. It means you are omnipresent. You are everywhere. You are not limited. Body is not conditioned for your existence. Listen carefully. Be attentive. Now we think I am here because of body. Body is there, that is why I am. Guru says, Sarvatmani. Now take the idea, everybody, in everybody you are. Sarvatmani. Sarvatmani Brahmani. Everywhere. Brahman. As a Brahman, you are everywhere as a Brahman. Not a Jiva. So in every body you are present. Sarvatmani Brahmani Nirvikalpe. Nirvikalpe. Nirvikalpe, the very beautiful word Shankaracharya is giving here. We have to understand this word, Nirvikalpa. In Sanskrit, Vikalpa means option. Maybe this, maybe that, maybe that. So this is the Vikalpa. You may be poor, you may be rich. You may be intelligent, you may be not. You may be young, you may be old. So that is Vikalpa. Either you are wrong, either you are right. So Vikalpa means option. Either you are a good person or not. So this is the Vikalpa. And this Vikalpa we can apply everywhere in universe. Everywhere. Only one thing, except you. You are not doubtable. You are not optional. You are not optional. I am not. This thought is not possible. I am here. There is no optional. I am here or not. I am here, I am. So Nirvikalpe, so Vikalpa means option. You can apply it anywhere. There may be heaven, there may be not. There may be another life, there may be not. Only one thing is there, consciousness. You cannot say I am or I am not. You are. So Nirvikalpe, Kurushva, now you identify yourself with Brahman, with consciousness. And its result will come, Paramam Shantim Bhajasva. You will get absolute peace. Absolute peace. Paramam Shantim Bhajasva. The result will come, you will get absolute peace. We want peace, and sometimes we get it. But very little quantity and very little quality. In this, if you identify yourself with the Brahman, I am the Brahman. So in ignorant state, our idea is I am the body. In this state, your idea will change. I am the Brahman. I am the consciousness. I am not the body. Next one. Dehe indriyadau asati pramoditam vidwan hantam najahati yavat tavan tatsasti vimukti vartha api tuesha vedanta nayanta darshi. I repeat. देहेन्द्रियादा वसति प्रमोदितां विद्वान् अहन्तां न जहाति यावत् तावन्न तस्यास्ति विमुक्तिवार्ता अपि अस्तु येष वेदांत नयान्त दर्शी. See the translation. There is no liberation for a man of mere book knowledge, even if he very well read in the philosophy of Vedanta, so long as he does not give up his false identification with the body, sense, organs, etc., which are unreal. See the translation one more time. As long as the book learned man does not give up this mistaken identification with the body and organs, etc., which are unreal, there is no talk of liberation even for him, be he ever so erudite in the Vedanta and morals. Now, Guru says, for liberation, only one condition is required. Rite jnana na mukti. The Upanishad says, Rite jnana na mukti. Without knowledge, no one can achieve liberation. So understanding is required. That is why Guru says, identification with the body and organs, you have to give up. You must give up. There is no option. Body will die. Another body will be available. Death is not cause for liberation. So don't wait for death. There are so many philosophies. They think when I will die, automatically we will liberate it. Here Shankaracharya says no. Death is not liberation. You will take another body. Because death is not cause for bondage. We have died millions of times. Bodies came and gone. But bondage does not break. The miseries, the bondage are even fresh. So many times deaths came and go. Nothing happening in our bondage. Bondage, miseries are becoming more strengthened. They are unfinished. So actually birth is not beginning and death is not ending. Birth and death, just a little break, little changes. nothing else. Body is not boundless, but identification about the body. Only condition is see the spirituality, see the thought, the quality of the thought. So don't condemn the body. Body is not problem. Body is not problem. Don't fight with body. Accept the body. So don't fight with body. Body is not your enemy. Body is not cause for universe. The only cause is identification about the body. So as long as one does not give up the false idea, identification with the body, liberation will not happen. So nothing to do with body. You just correct your idea. Very simple thing. We are doing so hard work and different way. And nothing is happening, nothing is coming out. We are working so hard for liberation, for spirituality. We are doing this, that, hours and hours. See the quality of the thoughts. Shankaracharya says no. Dehendriya asati brahmoditam vidwan najahati yavat. As long as one does not give up the false idea. What idea? Identification with the body. I am the body. So this concept, this notion is the obstacles in liberation. You have to destroy it. And he says, Vidwan. Upanishads made very clear statements so many times in this point. Only self-understanding can lead us to liberation. Jnana devatu kaivalyam. Knowledge one can get freedom from through knowledge. Only knowledge can lead us. So the principle says only knowledge can lead you for liberation, to liberation. Then idea comes our mind. We should gain knowledge. Obviously, knowledge means not objective knowledge. Here, knowledge means subjective knowledge. Shankaracharya says, Dehendriyadav asati brahmoditam vidwan ahantam nachahati yavat. In the body, in organs, this notion we have, I am the body. The cause is ignorance. Its cause is ignorance. So as long as one cannot give up the idea, Vidwan, he may be Vidwan. Shankaracharya used the word Vidwan. And not only Vidwan, Vedanta Nayanta Darshan. He is a very learned person. He is making very clear. Like a person who is very learned person, very intelligent. He have read so many books. Even he has read all the books of the Vedanta. Gita, Upanishads, and higher texts also. He can give lectures. He can write books. He may be very learned person. He can defeat another scholar in debate. But what is use? This knowledge is for others. Shankaracharya says, with Vedanta Nayant Darshi. He may know everything about Vedanta, but nothing happening inside. All knowledge is in the intellectual level. This knowledge is for others. This knowledge is not for himself. He is empty inside. He has nothing inside. No result of the knowledge. He can teach. He can make understand to others, but not yourself. Vedanta Darshi. So this type knowledge becomes only burden. Only burden. It is not fruitful. It is not fruitful. Just a burden. There are so many professors, I know them personally also, in universities, in colleges. They can teach the all philosophy of Vedanta. But see their life. They are very empty. If knowledge cannot give you peace, its result, it means something wrong. And obviously, there is no wrong with knowledge. Knowledge is knowledge always. The same knowledge was in Satyug. Same knowledge is now. So nothing wrong with knowledge. There is something wrong with the person. So its result is Vidwan Najahati Yavat, as long as he does not give up identification with the body, even he may be so big scholar, erudite scholar, but Tavan Tasyasti Vimukti Varta, he cannot think about liberation. No one can think his liberation, because in liberation you are free, freedom, but he is bound. He has not tasted any freedom. He has not tasted any peace. Still restless. Vedanta Nayanta Darshi. So Shankaracharya says it does not mean you become a center of information. Few works, few sentences which are given by Guru may be enough. Tat Thomas. One sentence is enough. Other all things are for your manan. So, if you cannot claim that I know the Gita, I know the Upanishad, I know the Brahma Sutra, that is why I am eligible for liberation. Shankaracharya says no. Liberation is after knowledge. Next one. छाया शरीरे प्रतिबिंब गात्रे यत्स्वप्न देहे हृदि कल्पितांगे यथात्म बुद्धिस्तव नास्ति काचित् जीवत् शरीरे च तथैव मास्तु. I repeat one more time. छाया शरीरे प्रतिबिंब गात्रे यत्स्वप्न देहे हृदि कल्पितांगे यथात्म बुद्धिस्तव नास्ति काचित् जीवत् शरीरे च तथैव मास्तु. Now see the translation. Just as you would not identify yourself with your shadow, your reflection, your dream body, or the body in your heart's imagination, so too you should not identify yourself with your living body. See one more time translation. Just as you would not identify yourself with your shadow, your reflection, your dream body, or the body in your mind's imagination, so too you should not identify yourself with your living body. So when Guru told the master disciple, give up idea, give up the identification with the body. The disciple said, very tough, very tough. How difficult task you are giving to achieve. It is like impossible. Body identification is so deeply rooted in our mind. We don't think our own existence without body. We cannot think, I am without body. When idea came in our minds for myself, always with the body. So this task is very, very hard, almost impossible. So disciple says, it is very tough. Easy to say, easy to say, very easy. Give up the idea of body identification. I am the not body. But very hard to digest it. Then Guru gives some methods. Guru is very, very merciful, very compassionate. He is working very hardly with the disciple. So he gives some idea. He says, Chaya Sarire Pratibimba Gatri. He is giving some methods to seeker, and these methods can apply. And these methods we apply every day in our life without any problem. Such are, first is Chaya Sarire, our shadow. You are going by road and your shadow is on the road. You can see very clearly, this is my shadow. My shadow. And so many vehicles, trucks, trains can pass over your shadow. And you don't bother it. It does not make any effect in your actual body. Trucks are going over your shadow. Very, very heavy vehicles are going over your shadow. It does not make bother to you. You are happy. Nothing is happening to you. Because you know you are separate, shadow is separate. But some animals, they don't understand the difference between shadow and original. They becomes in problems. They get sometimes problems. And you can understand, I am different, my shadow is different. Yes, this is my shadow. But it does not make any difference. It may go in holy water. It may go in gutter. It makes no difference. I am not the shadow. So, first thing is Chaya Sarire. Then Pratibimba Gatri. Sometimes you see mirror. In mirror, you see your reflection. Your reflection. Your reflection. You want to see it. so many times a day. You want to see it. But you know there is nothing inside in the mirror. You know very clearly. You understand that. There is nothing inside in the mirror. Then why do you see? You want to see your own face, not from now. Very beginning when creation was started, from that time still now, this is human nature to see the mirror. Nothing changed. There are so many changes has take places in our life, but one thing is continuously working. The tendency of watching mirrors. Nothing is there. You understand that. You see your reflection. But you don't bother if there is something wrong. You understand that nothing is there. Just a reflection. Just a reflection. So this understanding is enough to detach from your shadow to you. Pratibimba Gat. Swapna, third example is Swapna Dehe, the dream body. When we see dream, you are lying down in your bed. And in the dream, you are seeing that you are climbing in the Himalaya. You are swimming, you are walking, you are another country, you are flying. But your gross body is in the bed. So in dream state, there you have another body. We call it dream body. And sometimes the dream body is more beautiful than this body because dream is your requirement, your desire, your perfect desire. You want, you can desire. So in this dream state, we have a body, we can travel, we can eat. So dream body is also your body. This body is also your body. Both bodies are yours. But you are not attached with dream body. In a single night, you may see so many dreams and you may have so many dream bodies. And you are not saying that I am that body. Sapana Dehi. Fourth example he is giving, Kalpitange. The fourth example is Kalpitange. You imagine sometimes in meditation, sometimes without meditation, we are always imagining. You are sitting in a chair and just think you are meditating. Meditating, in your meditation, you are worshipping the gods. You are doing puja, arti, naivedyam. You are doing everything, chanting. So the dream imagination body is different from the gross body. Both are the different. They are not one. This body is lying in the bed or in chair. And in dream, you may pilgrimage. So God, in this meditation state, God and your body both are in imagination. Both are in imagination. After some time, you come back in your normal state. Shankaracharya says that time you are not identified with the imagined body. Yathatma buddhis tava nasti kaja. Your identification is not there. So he is giving 4 examples: chaya sharire, shadow, pratibhimbagatre, reflection in the mirror, swapna dehe, in dream state, body of dream state, kalpitange, and body of imagination. In these 4 states, you don't have identification with them without any problem. Without any problem. Tathaiva, Jivat Sharire, same philosophy, same principle apply here also. Here also, you apply same principle. This body is for little time. This body is not always with you. It may be 40 years with you. It may be 60 years, 80 years. You were before the body. You will be after the body. Very little time, this body is with you. This is not always with you. The dream body is for little time. Same, this body is also very little time. This is not always your company. Jivat sharire tathaiva mastu, Shankaracharya says, same philosophy apply. And you just separate yourself from the body. Now, last one. देहात्म धीरे व निर्णाम असत्धियाम जन्मादि दुख प्रभवस्य बीजम यतस्ततस्त्वं जहितां प्रयत्नात् त्यक्ते तु चित्ते न पुनर्भवासा. I repeat. देहात्म धीरे व निर्णाम असत्धियाम जन्मादि दुख प्रभवस्य बीजम यतस्ततस्त्वं जहितां प्रयत्नात् त्यक्ते तु चित्ते न पुनर्भवासा. See the translation. For those who are attached to the unreal, identification with the body is the seed from which the misery of birth, etc., stream forth. Therefore, put in all your efforts to destroy it. There can be no chance of rebirth of this identification caused by the mind is renounced. See one more time the translation. For those who are attached to the unreal identification with the body is seed from which all the misery of birth, etc., stem forth. Therefore, put in all your efforts to destroy this notion. Once the mind is detached from this identification, there can be no more chance to begin born again. Now, Guru is concluding the topic of Annamaya Kosha. Annamaya Kosha. He explained very details. And this is the last message. He says, Dehatma dhirev niranam asadhya. Annamaya Kosha means gross body. The seeker must make separation between gross body and the self. So, in this reference, this is the last message. The identification of the body is the root cause for all miseries. He is saying repeatedly, once it will kill. Time will come. Strike. Shankaracharya says, Identification with the body is the root cause of all miseries, miseries like birth, death, and everything. He's saying very clearly, body is not problem. I'm also repeating the same thing so many times. Body is not problem. Self is not problem. Like water is not problem. Clay is not problem. They are separate. So body is the not problem. Body is the boon. It is given by God. Body is the main medium to achieve your goal. But we are using a such different way, it becomes cause for miseries. So that is why he says, Dehatmati Niranam Asadhya. I am the body. This idea is because of Asadhya, wrong information, misconception. I am the body. Half knowledge, wrong knowledge. And wrong knowledge cannot be correct any other knowledge. Wrong knowledge only can correct it by right knowledge. Asadhyam, the word says Niranam, human being. I told you so many times, the human body is only the body which can give you liberation. No other body. That is why he is using the word Niran, Manushya, human being. Asadhya, the human being, it is supposed to think real. It is good, it is not good, it is. But asadhya, the knowledge of incorrect. And what knowledge incorrect? I am the body. Deha Pati. And its result will come Janmadi Dukkha Prabhavasya Bijam. If I understand that I am the body, no one can save me, even God. Because God, body has its limits. God cannot save me. There is no any method, no any medicine, no any merit to save the body always. It will die. Janmadi Dukkham Prabhavasya Bijam. So Bijam, the seed is, root cause is, Guru says again and again, the root cause is identification with the body. I am the body, like this. I am the body. You cut it. Yatas tatastam jayama prayatnat. Your job is, you have to cut it. Like you have a seed and you roast it. And roasted seed is not cause for sprout. The all procedure will destroy automatically. One seed be put in the soil, it will sprout. Slowly, slowly it becomes a tree, big tree. Then another seeds will come and another trees will come. The circle will continue. But if you roast the seed and then roasted seed is not cause for sprout as tree. It looks like a seed, but it has not ability to sprout. Same, Guru says, Tam Prayatnat, you try again and again. Try means this is the spiritual practice. Try Again try. Always try. So this method is not for 1 hour a morning, 1 hour evening, 24/7. It should work inside. You do whatever you're doing. It will not affect your outside life. You do. But apply always. Prayatna, always you try. I'm not good. So this is the real spiritual practice. I'm the spirit. I'm the consciousness. I'm the consciousness. This is the spirituality. This is the path of a spiritual. Before that point, we are doing religious work. Doing charity, doing meditation, doing chanting, pilgrimage, all things. They are religious things. We are trying to achieve this point. And this point is advanced point. Now Guru says, your prayatna, just mental activity. It does not require your bodily activity. Just mental activity, you try. Prayatna, jahitam prayatna. You have to win. This thought, harm the body, very tough. Not easy. Easy to say, but easy to not understand. Very tough. Because the thought is deep rooted in our minds of body. Dahitam prayatnat. But you have no other option. You have to have this work. Tekte tu chitte na punarbhavasa. If you have done, if you have achieved this target, your chitte, see, our knowledge is intellectual level. We know, everyone knows, so simple. Vedanta philosophy is not very big. Shankaracharya says, I can give you message all Vedanta only in 4 sentences. Only 4 sentences. In half verse. Slokardhena pravakshami yaduktam grantha kotivi brahma satyam jaganmithya jivo brahmayavana. Shankaracharya says, I can give all principle of the Vedanta only in half verse, not full verse. It does not need full verse. Brahma Satyam, the only Brahman is the truth. Jagan Mithya, the all appearance, God is appearance, nothing exists. And you and the God is not different. Half verse is enough. But to make understand the philosophy, there are so many texts. So we have the knowledge in our intellect level. Shankaracharya says, no, it has to go your inside. Tyakte tu chitte na punarbhavasa. Once it is digested, na punarbhavasa, all miseries, all birth and death cycles, all universe, all things will be finished. So today, we stop here. Thank you. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Vadarayanam Sutra Bhashya Kritau Vande भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ओम शांति शांति शांति।